Okay, so... Hi. Now we can finally get going. God damn it. I hate when stupid shit like that happens. I really do. So what happened was I crashed. OBS crashed because my controller fell on my keyboard. So stupid. Anyways, let's just get on with this, shall we? So, hi Neko. Oh, everybody else, welcome. Now, let us double check my thing here. Okay. So we got Wandering Sheep, the special lesson, mission, and the cameraman one. Yeah, it's... I'm like, what? What the hell? Alright. So, what was I doing? Right. Heading to the Elder's house. Oh yeah. I should also point this out to continue my whole point about, them not shirking technology. You have an Orbman station right here. So, worth looking into, should you want to. So, I mean, that requires 250, okay. Just another point of Nord not shirking tech, so. Welcome. I assure you, I assume you've seen our request? We did. I mentioned that it mentioned that a cameraman's made his way out of the settlement on his own. That's correct. He goes by the name of Norton and is currently residing here on a vacation of sorts. I believe he said he works for a company called the Imperial Chronicle. I wasn't expecting to hear that name out here. He was quite fervent about the idea of taking photographs of something in the northern region of the Highlands. I planned on having you all escort him there this afternoon, but apparently he was unable to wait until then, and he took off by horse on his own. Really? How childish. I assume he simply couldn't control his passion as a photographer. He must be really taken by whatever it is. There are many ruins from the ancient Neolithic civilization in the northern region of the Highlands. It's likely that he went to visit the statue of the Guardian there. Guardian? What exactly is this statue? It's one of the most symbolic of ancient relics here in Nord. Legend has it that the Guardian it represents sealed away an evil djinn within the ancient quarry to the north. Wow. That's quite the grandiose legend. At any rate, we should catch up with him as soon as possible. Monsters aren't the only reason the northern region can be dangerous. It's not an area those not from Nord should be traveling across alone. Could you please find him for us and keep him safe? Understood. Leave it to us. Let's make our way there immediately then. Indeed, we'll need to leave the settlement through the northern entrance. I leave this in your hands then. Take care now. So. But it's the law of JRPGs unless the plot requires it, he is in no danger. Alright. Let's see. This is the one I wanted. Alright. There's Gaius' dad. I still love Gaius' family. This... I can imagine. I've been waiting for you all. Did you have a look at my request? We did. You want us to hold a class for the children, right? What do you want us to teach them, though? Don't worry, it's nothing too difficult. I just want you to teach them a little bit about Erebonia. I see. That explains why you asked us then. This is a good chance for them to learn about life outside the settlement. They attend Sunday school, so they're fine in regards to regular studies. Might I ask how Sunday school is carried out here? A traveling priest comes by once a month to hold it. We really can't be thankful enough for all his efforts. When you think about it, the sheer amount of work the church does on such a huge scale really is amazing. Indeed, it's all thanks to the goddess's generosity. Do you have the time to help? If so, I'll call the children over. Yep, might as well. Yes, we're ready when they are. Thank you. Oh, I meant to say, we want this to be similar to Sunday school, so we'd like just one of you to serve as the teacher. Feel free to pick among yourselves, though keep in mind that Gaius isn't a candidate. Who's the ideal candidate for this, then? I believe each of us would have our own unique things to teach here. That's true. I think it might be best to go with Emma, Actually, I believe that you would be the best candidate for this, Reen. What? I was thinking the same thing myself, actually. Social standing's pretty important in Erebonia, and there's a broad variety of opinions about it. But you're kind of a special case, Reen. That's true. His unique position allows him to discuss things with a relatively unbiased point of view. But I think you'd be a good choice, Reen. Even taking your position out of the equation, you're almost always the center of our class anyway. Well, I suppose I can't say no if everyone feels that way, can I? Alright then, I'll do it. Thanks. Well, looks like we're ready to begin. Wonderful, I'll gather the children right away. A special lesson has begun. Is that everyone? I don't see Thomas anywhere, though. Thomas part of the older group in Sunday school, so... Yeah, he's got work to do, too, so he can't come. I see. I was hoping he'd be here, too. Let's get started, then. I'm so excited. Glad to hear it. I guess I should introduce myself. I'm Reen Schwarzer. My friends and I came here from Thor's Military Academy. Thor's Military Academy? You're from the same academy as Gaius, then. School's for studying and stuff, right? What do you study there? Well, we get taught all kinds of things, really. There are the basic subjects like history and math, but being a military academy, you also learn the art of combat. That's the same stuff Lacan and everyone else uses to fight monsters, isn't it? That's so cool. I see you've got a boyish side to you after all. Oh, yeah, despite being a little scaredy cat. I am not. Hey now, there's no need for teasing. Hey, how far is that academy from here? How far in terms of distance? You came here on something called a train, didn't you? Could you tell us how long that trip took? Oh, that makes it a bit easier. In that case, it was around 8 hours. That's easy enough. If we take the transfer times out of the equation, then we were on the train for about 8 hours, I'd say. That's pretty far. Daddy told me that trains are fast, too. So it still took that long even then? It must be super far away then. It really is. Though the fact that we still made it here in a day is pretty amazing. Yeah, it'd have taken a lot longer by horse. Can I ask something too? Of course. Right, what's the biggest place in Erebonia then? That would be Heimdall, which is our capital city. Heimdall, that's a cool name. Yeah, it sounds strong. That's a unique way to judge it. How many people live there? That. Heimdall specifically. See, this is the kind of stuff that where you'll want to have knowledge on hand. So I'm just gonna load up my Google Doc here. Oh, that's, whoops. Oh yeah, I guess there is that. I can always reload. Right, it's 800,000. I thought it was the highest number, but I need to double check. From what I remember, it's around 800,000 people. 800,000? Is that a lot? Seems like they can't comprehend a number that big just yet. Then again, I can't imagine that many people in one place either. You're not the only one. Of course, you'd never actually see that many people all at once. He seems to be doing just fine. So it seems. A lot of it's common knowledge, though. Well, I'm just glad to see them learning something. He's not a bad teacher. This is another one that foreshadows Cold Steel 3, I just realized. Damn. If anyone has any further questions, please feel free to ask. Can I ask something then? Of course, what is it? How long ago was Thor first built? Guy has told me about how it has a long history, but I've forgotten exactly when it was made. That was around 220 years ago. Thor's was founded about 220 years ago, roughly 30 years after the War of the Lions ended. The founder was none other than Emperor Drykos, a legendary figure in the Empire and even here in the Highlands. Founding the Academy was one of the last things he did before he passed away. That's a long time. I didn't know that Emperor Drykos was the one who founded it. I know who he is too. He was friends with our ancestors, wasn't he? Yeah, he won the war and became the most important person in Erebonia. Yep, that's how he became the Emperor. Hearing you all talk about him really goes to show how deep his connection with Nord was. So, is there anything else you'd like to know? Me, I have a question. Well, it's almost time for us to finish up for the day. Is there anything else you'd like to know before then? I think I've asked her everything. I can't think of anything else either. She really did ask a lot. Oh yeah! Seems like she's not all out just yet. You talked about them before, but what are nobles? Well, you see, there's been a class system in place within Erebonia for a long time now. What's a class system? Could you give me a few minutes to think? I'm not entirely sure how I should answer this. Can I ask as well, now that it's been brought up? Go ahead. I'm not sure if either of them will really understand if you try to explain normally, so could you give us your own thoughts on nobles instead? That might make things easier to understand. That makes giving an answer easier, too. God damn it, why is it glitching like that?
Legend.
That makes giving an answer easier, too. Wow, things escalated quickly, didn't they? Indeed. I wonder how he'll answer. Now, for this one, any choice is fine. This is still a bit tough. I don't think there's really a right or wrong answer, so I'll just have to answer with my heart, I guess. To me, I go with the bonds, because honestly, that feels like what Reen's answer would be, what true nobility would be. I think nobles are all about the bonds they have with their family. Oh? This is mostly from my own perspective, really, and it's not something exclusive to nobles either, but they feel a sense of companionship through the family name that they've been born with. That very sense is what supports them through life and inspires them to work as much as they can to live up to it. I'm probably not explaining it too well, but that's how I feel. I see. I'm just rambling now, sorry. Oh, it's okay, I learned a lot from what you've told us. I didn't really get it, but you sounded really cool. Yeah. So that's how he feels. That was a really thoughtful response. One very like him as well. It was. I'm very impressed, to be honest. Regardless, that should be enough for today. Make sure to thank him now, everyone. Thank you very much. You're welcome. You know, I just realized every arc has one of these quests. I just realized that. Estelle had one in Sky 2, I want to say. I'm pretty sure Azure had Lloyd teach a class. Yeah, Lloyd taught a class in Azure because Kyo was there. And now the actual two of them actually in Cold Steel now. Let me give you something to thank you for taking the time to teach the children. I believe that was a very valuable experience for all of them. I hope they got what I was trying to say. It wasn't exactly the easiest subject matter. We could tell you were really enthusiastic, though, and I think the kids picked up on that too. She's right, they all seem to have been enjoying themselves. Your answer to that final question was rather impressive as well. Yeah, looks like the kids aren't the only ones who learned something new today. I got so caught up in the details that I couldn't really explain myself properly. But I'm glad you guys think I did okay. You should have some more confidence in yourself. At any rate, here's your come on, buddy. Come on, piss off, buddy. At any rate, here's your compensation for playing teacher today. Yellow pendulum. Thank you, ma'am. Well then, I wish you the best of luck with that field study of yours. May the blessing of the winds and the goddess be with you. Oh, special lesson done. Alright, so now that we've gotten that done, well actually, you know what, let's talk to this guy. Oops. Because there will be something else we can grab on the way, too. Hey there, I was waiting for you. How in the world did the fence end up like this? Your guess is as good as mine. Seems like it got broken sometime just before noon. Unfortunately, some of the sheep managed to escape too. I doubt there's any need to worry about the monsters getting them because they're surprisingly fast, but Would you be able to go out and find them for me? Gladly. How many sheep managed to escape? 5 of them in total. Based on their hoof prints, it seems like 3 went to the north and 2 went south. I'd honestly like to go search for them myself, but I need to get this fence fixed up first. Otherwise, the rest of them will make a break for it as well. Don't worry, we'll take care of them. Shall we begin the search immediately then? That's probably the best idea, especially with how vast the highlands are. We'll need to make some preparations of our own before leaving, though. I agree. Heading out there with insufficient supplies is foolhardy. Right then, and let's get started once we're ready. Oh, extreme close-up. Yes, let's ride. Because we gotta make a stop by Zender Gate. My phone just went off. Alright, let's get moving. Oh, there's so much going on display here. Alright. First stop is over here. I'm gonna go into turbo mode for this. Whoa! Whoa, too much of a close-up. Whoops. Ah, found one. I'm surprised it managed to come all the way out here. What are we going to do with the sheep we find? I'll lead the sheep back to the settlement with my horse, but we should leave guiding them back until after we found all 5. Okay, we'll leave that to you then. So it's basically the location marking and then Gaius goes and gets them. of them? Yep, that's one of the sheep we're looking for. Whew, that's 2 of them. Yeah, there's still a few more out there, though.
Yeah.
Alright. Now the moment of truth. Oh yeah, there is a dash. Guys? Wow, I didn't know you were back. Hey Charles, it's been a while. How are things been with Toma? They're going fine. He even took me down to the settlement on the back of his horse not that long ago. It was really fun, too. Everyone there's so kind, and their lifestyle's so interesting. I'm glad to hear that. Toma was happy about having a friend his age from Erebonia, too. Here's hoping the 2 of you continue to get along. Of course. Hey, guys? Something wrong, Charles? Oh, no, it's nothing like that, but would you mind if I asked you something? Of course not. Go for it. Really? Well then, you wouldn't happen to know what Toma's favorite color is, would you? I can't say for sure. I think he's told me before, but I just can't remember. Sorry. Oh. Hey, you're the girl who Toma likes to visit, aren't you? No? Are you planning on giving him something? Thought so. What exactly did you have in mind? Well, I was actually thinking of making him a scarf. That sounds like a good idea. So that's why you wanted to know his favorite color. Could you keep this a secret from him? I want it to be a surprise, so please. Of course, don't worry. We promise we won't tell him. Though the issue of what color to make it still remains. Would asking him yourself be out of the question, guys? I'm not sure that would be wise. It's not really something we would normally talk about, so it might strike him as odd if I ask out of nowhere. Yeah, I can see him getting suspicious. That's not true for the rest of us, though. We should be able to slip it into a conversation without him catching on. He'll never suspect anything like that. Yeah, that should work. Let's go ask him then, shall we? Thank you so much. Alright, so now we've got an objective to go do back at the settlement.
Let's get going. Yeah.
I don't think I can justify giving Cold Steel 1 on the transportation positives. I can definitely give 1 to 2 because you can use the horses practically anywhere, and 3 is absolutely going to get at least 2. Looking good, Toma. Hello, everyone. Did you need something from me? Oh no, we're just impressed with how hard you're working. You've been going at it since this morning, aren't you tired? Not at all. I'm not quite as strong as Gaius is, but I still have a duty to set a good example for Sheeta and Lily. That's quite the respectable acumen. And it must be nice to have a sibling as admirable as yours, Gaius. Thanks. But what can I say? I'm proud to be his bro. Hey. It's kind of embarrassing to have that said to your face, isn't it? That aside, I'm sorry curious about the outfits you and the others wear. Are they all handmade? Of course. The fibers used to make them come from our sheep here, and the dyes we use on them mainly come from plants, although we also use certain ores and soils to color them too. Each color has a specific meaning as well. White represents the earth, blue represents the sky, then there's green, which ties it all together, representing the wind and harmony. That's fascinating. Yeah, I didn't realize there was so much meaning behind them. Can I ask which of the three colors you like the best? I think I'd have to go for green myself. The wind is kind of special to us after all. That certainly makes sense. I should have guessed as much. What's wrong? Did I say something weird? Come to think of it, I didn't really give the rest of you a chance to say something, did I? I'm sorry. No need to worry. You were just answering our questions after all. Well, if you say so. Anyway, we should probably let you get back to work. Indeed, we have our own tasks to get back to as well. Yeah, you're right. Good luck with the rest of them, Toma. Thanks. Be careful out there. That was nice and smooth. I like that.
Yeah.
Back to Zender. Kinda wish I could just transport straight to Zender Gate, but oh well. I still stand behind the triple positive for fast travel. I do. Because there's just too much info on the fast travel screen when you're in Tristan for me to say it any other way. To give it anything less, so. Alright. I still love the music in this game. Oh, hello everyone. Did you manage to find out? Yeah. Seems like green's his favorite color. Really? Did he mention why? He said it's because green represents the wind to the people of Nord. Ah, that makes perfect sense then. The wind's as special to them as Adios herself, after all. You really care for Toma, don't you? That's not... Well, he's an important friend, is all. Either way, thank you for asking him. Now, I don't need to waste time worrying about what color to make it. Glad to be of help. I wish you luck with it. Thank you. Oh yeah, I gotta give you guys something in return for helping me out like that. Here, please take this. It's one of our more famous dishes here. Thanks. Connecting hearts done. Alright. So yeah, that's an example of a quest you gotta go out of your way to complete, but is actually worth it. Hence the walk-through-itis negative I gave.
Yeah.
Alright, time to head north. Ah, the wind here feels so nice. Agreed, it has a different flavor to the freshness, flavor of freshness to it that the winds in the southwestern highlands. Oh, that's due to all the sheer cliffs around here. And It gives the wind in this area a unique feel. The winds take many forms and bestow countless blessings on the people of Nord. Well, I can see why your people place such importance on the wind. Yeah, and the view here is just as nice as the vistas in the southwest, too. Anyway, if we're all rested up, we should get... What's wrong? Oh, nothing. Nothing really. I was just looking at that cliff over there. Is it just me, or does it look like something's buried in it? Like some kind of giant? What are you going on about? There's no way something... he's onto something. What an Aesios' name is that? I have no idea. Some kind of statue, maybe? Do you think it's related to the stone circle in the southern reaches of the Highlands? Honestly, we don't know all that much about it ourselves. It's an ancient statue said to be the guardian of the Nord Highlands. Guardian, huh? I guess it does have that kind of impression. Emma, you alright? Oh, sorry, I was just stunned speechless by that statue. Well, I can't say I don't understand the feeling of awe. I wonder how massive it must look when you're up close. I'd imagine it's more than likely that the photographer we're seeking is in that area, so we'll need to venture closer regardless. By the way, if you head northeast of the statue, you'll find an ancient quarry, and to the northwest, this is the scenic lake, Lacrima. It's almost helpful to get at the lay of the land, so there's no harm in visiting both of those sites too. Makes sense to me. Alright, let's get moving. Whoops. Alright, we have a reason to go this way, so let's go this way.
There's mist in the distance.
Yeah, it's even higher here than the Southern Highlands.
There's another sheep. Here we go. Looks like this one didn't stray too far from the settlement. Yeah. I believe this is the third sheep. Seems so. Let's keep searching.
It's a fight
Here we
they
go.
want.
Flames?
It's my turn. Analyzing the enemy's vitals. I've got it.
Creepy sheep.
I'll handle this.
Oh, I didn't blink. Whoops!
Leave it to me. There! Now! There! All right. There! Together, we're unbeatable.
Guess I should be doing some battles.
Yeah.
I just don't want to be doing nothing but battles. Else, you know. I want to show off all the other stuff this game has to offer.
It's a treasure chest.
Full of monsters. Let's fight them.
You're in my way. My turn.
Oh, wow.
It's my turn.
The infant dragons don't have a lot of health.
There.
Impossible.
God damn it.
Come on. Here we go.
Alright.
Leave it to me. There.
Okay.
Hear me.
I suppose I should thank you.
That's embarrassing.
Well,
Impossible.
fuck.
My turn.
There. Oh, fuck.
Oh no, you don't. Won't give up.
Well, if he's going down, he's taking some of these bastards.
Flames.
Boof!
I'm sorry, everyone.
This isn't looking good.
And we'll use the Zerum capsule on you.
I suppose I should thank you.
I'm sorry, everyone.
My turn.
Wow, this sucks.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry, everyone.
God damn it.
Impossible.
God damn it.
We'll have to fight our way through.
I'll handle this.
I hate this. Damn. And I hate fights like this. I really do.
All right. Come on.
Impossible.
Fuck. Still a two-shot affair.
My turn.
It's my turn.
Leave it to me. It's this. Come on.
Sorry.
Go.
Okay. Hear me.
I suppose I should thank you.
Now, you sensei.
All right.
Sorry.
Go. Leave it to me. We're open. There.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very well.
My turn. All right. There.
I'll handle this. Not bad.
Yeah. Hear me.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Fuck off.
Here we go.
Thank you very
It's my
much.
turn. There.
Very well.
Here we go. Flames.
Ah, come on.
Now.
I suppose I should thank
My
you.
turn. There. We're open. There.
Okay. Yeah.
Leave it to me. There. I go where the wind
There.
I feel like I'm going growing stronger.
Hate these monsters.
That should suffice.
Nicely done.
Molten rain. Rains means burning arrows onto enemies can unbalance. Byakko.
Wow, that's one towering waterfall. I'll say, it must be at least a 500 arch drop.
Yeah! Whoa!
Whoop. I hate those artificial stop points. Alright.
Yeah! The wind's behind us. Go! Let's go! Leave it to me. There!
Okay. Analyzing the enemy's vitals. I've got it.
Very well.
My turn! It's my turn. Now!
There! My turn.
Yeah. Yes.
Thanks!
Impossible.
Here we go! Huh, thank you. Leave it to me. Yeah.
I suppose I should thank you.
It's my turn.
Here we go! Leave it to me. There!
I suppose I should thank you. Very well.
Here we go! Leave it to me. There! You're mine! Too slow!
Okay. Here.
Very well.
Here we go! All right. There!
Very well.
Okay. Here. This is it. Green.
Right!
Here.
There we go.
Are you hurt, Emma?
Actually, it was fun.
Actually, I think I got that one. Or maybe I didn't. Whatever, we got it now.
I did it!
Nice. Yeah!
Oh, we made it all the way to where that giant statue is.
It looks even more massive the closer we get.
To get right in front of it, we'll need to go around the cliff.
Yeah!
Whoops. Dark matter. Nice.
Yeah!
is enormous. This might actually be a challenge. Good.
Go! Flames, gather up!
It's my turn.
Oh, ready!
Calamity Hawk.
My turn.
We sealed both of them. Alright, well.
Okay. Yeah.
My turn.
Ah,
It's my turn. Here.
Go! All right. There!
Very well.
she starts.
Impossible.
Fuck off.
Hey. Hear me.
I suppose I should thank you.
We'll cut our own path.
God, I hate that.
Yeah!
We have the advantage.
Go! Now's our chance!
I'll help.
You're done!
It's my turn.
My turn.
Yeah. Analyzing the enemy's vitals. All complete.
My turn!
It's my turn.
There!
I'll handle this.
Oh,
It's my turn. Here, now.
Got it! Here we go!
It's my turn.
My turn.
It's my turn. Yeah.
Go!
It's my turn. Now.
There!
Very well.
I guess I should swap that up, shouldn't
I
I?
shall fulfill my duty as a noble.
Gaining some decent, whatchamacallit? There it is. It appears to be safe. That's a relief. That's 4 sheep now. Yep, just one more to go. Is the chest over that way?
Yeah!
Alright, well, I guess before we go up there, I missed something over here, so let's go get it.
Oh, that's a beautiful looking treasure chest.
And it contains Earth Pulse.
Yeah!
Over there, wait. Is that 3 of them? And all together? No, those are monsters.
Very well. I will serve as your opponent.
Go!
My turn.
Oh, come on.
It's my turn.
Okay.
Oh,
Now.
got it.
That was easy.
Thanks to you, at least.
stronger.
Crescent Shell. Little defense boost plus 50%. Magic Reflect. Act as well. Yeah. So now we can be cheap jackasses with that. Phew, that was unexpected. It really was. Alright, that should be all of them now. Good, good. We should let Iwatari know that we found all of them. And we automatically lead them back, which is fine. It actually avoids... There's actually not been that much backtracking. And there we go. All fixed up. Everything should be fine now, I hope. Yeah, they won't be able to get out again. Thanks for tracking them all down. I'm sure they're relieved to be back with their buddies. It certainly looks that way. I'm amazed by how well Gaius led them back here. Likewise, it wouldn't have been nearly as simple a task for the rest of us. It's just a matter of experience. Either way, the sheep are safe now. So here, take this as my thanks. Did these come from the sheep? Yep. It's good stuff, so eat up whenever you're feeling hungry. Thank you very much. Excellent. So, I'm going the wrong way, because of course I am. Whoops. I already completed all the stuff in the south. So now, all that's left is the main objective.
Yeah.
So let's get going. Whoops. Pay attention, Alex.
Yeah.
Is there a treasure over there? Yes, there is.
Yeah.
And there's also that, which I should show off. Ah, it's a monster chest.
Oh, a treasure chest.
Bring it on.
Oh, this fight again.
Flames. Yep.
Leave it to me.
Alright. Go away. Whoops. Didn't actually mean for that, but whatever. We'll do both. Alright.
Okay.
Now we
There.
just got that one
Battle's
down.
over. But stay alert, everyone.
Well, as soon as I say it.
A matter of course.
Alright, Noble Command. And strength, art strength, and speed raised by 25%. Raises the morale of allies with an inspiring shout.
I did it!
And at least the level's up. So that's good. Harvest. I forget what that is. Whoops. Harvest. Earth Balls, La Crest, and Grand Press. HP plus 200, defense and art strength plus 5. So, not a bad quartz.
Yeah.
Wow, this lake is beautiful. It really is. You can see the sunlight glimmering in the water. And the air feels so clean, too. This is Lake Lacrima. I and the others from the settlement come here every now and then. It seems like quite a distance to travel. Any particular reason for coming here? Sure is. You see that cabin over there? There's a hermit who moved in about 5 years ago. Used to live in the Empire. He's a real whiz with orbital tech and anything mechanical. So he's been a real boon for us here. A hermit, huh? Well, I can't say I'd mind it too much if it meant I got to live somewhere as pretty as this. You got that right. So, you think he's in right now? Hard to tell from here. I'd like to drop in and say hello while I'm back in Nord, though.
How beautiful. Yeah, breathtaking.
Man, I'd love to get in a little fishing here.
Well, no one's stopping you.
Really? Okay. Why not?
That's a catch.
Nice. Got Arowana. Whoa! You do not want turbo mode for this. Just as a heads up.
Caught one.
Kazajin. And one more. Why not?
Not bad.
Alright, we're good. Got in a little fishing. And let's go see if the hermit's in, shall we? So this is where the hermit lives. Just glancing around the room, I can tell what his hobbies are. Yeah, he's always favored a laid-back life. Looks like that hasn't changed. He used to take me and my siblings fishing back when we were younger, too. It looks like he's living quite a comfortable life here. I know someone who has these exact same hobbies. I mean, what are the chances? Anyway, it looks like he's not in right now. His boat's not at the wharf, so he must have gone out fishing. We'll have to come back some other time if we want to see him. Looks that way. Alright, let's get going.
Let's get going. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, dang. Well, at least it's not just an automatic thing. Impressive. I was taken aback by the size of the stone circle in the Southern Highlands, but this is on a whole different level. Nope, flashing lights warning. Sorry. Oh, hello. What brings you all out here? Here, come to get a good look at the statue, too? Oh, do you think he's... Are you Norden by any chance? Yeah, that's me. Have we met before? Do you have some business with me? Phew, we finally found you. We should bring him up to speed. It sounds like I've caused some unnecessary worry for the people of the settlement. We should get back right away. Or rather, I'd like to, but I still haven't finished taking all the photographs I need. Would you mind waiting a bit longer while I finish up? Well, I can't really fault you for being fascinated. It really is impressive. I doubt there's anything like this anywhere else on the continent. Actually, it might surprise you to know that there is. This isn't the only such statue I'm aware of. There's a similar statue on Bryonia Island, way out to the west. Wait, Bryonia Island? Isn't that where Group B was sent? Huh, I had no idea there were more of these around. No one knows any more about the statue on Bryonia Island than they do about this one, but I'm currently taking pictures of ruins and ancient sites like this. Taking photographs of this area was the reason I came to the Nord Highlands in the first place. Gaius told us that the people of Nord referred to this statue as the guardian of the region. Yeah, the old legends say that this statue was here long before our ancestors came from the east, and that they settled in this land only with its permission. When I saw it, I was immediately reminded of the legend of the Great Knight. You know, now that you mention it, I feel like I've heard that name somewhere before. No doubt, the tale originated during the Dark Ages and spread throughout the Empire. When the land rolls with the tide of war, a colossal knight wreathed in flame will come forth to quell the conflict. That's the general gist of it, anyway. What do you mean by that? Well, each region has its own variant of the tale. They all maintain a knight as the central figure, but like all such tales, the veracity is questionable at best. Though it's certainly one of the most mysterious of the legends passed down in the Empire. I see. It does seem like the statue that you could mesh with that story, too. I wonder if they're related somehow. What was that? Are you okay? I'll be alright. Nothing to worry about. Anyway, I've come all the way out here, so would you mind waiting until I'm done for photographing the site? I promise I'll head back to the settlement with you as soon as I'm done. Huh, well, it doesn't seem like the wildlife has much of an interest in this area. He should be safe here on his own, even if we head out somewhere else for a while. Agreed. So, guiding Norden back to the settlement is how you finish, so... Alright, we'll swing by again in a little while and check on you. Okay, thanks. I'm sticking to this general area, so it won't be hard to find me again. Go and take your time. Very well, let's be on our way.
Let's get going. Yeah!
dark this is. It's so gloomy in here.
The atmosphere is really heavy. I'm guessing this is the ancient quarry? Sure is. They say it dates all the way back to the Neolithic civilization that was here on Earth over 1,000 years ago. Those are the same legends that say that the Guardian sealed away an evil Jinn here. I do recall overhearing someone back at the settlement mention a Jinn. That sounds a bit unsettling. Plenty of other folks think so too. Ooh, that's the other reason most of the people of the Highlands avoid this area, though I can't say it bothers me all that much. It does seem like a place straight out of the old tales and legends, though. There's no one around, and not much reason for us to be here either. What should we do? Well, if you're curious, by all means go take a closer look. I've poked around here before, but I've never really found anything interesting. Nothing phases you, does it? Alright, I suppose it couldn't hurt to check it out. It appears we've reached a dead end. There's no one here either, just a stone door that I don't think even our combined might could budge. It seems like it was a waste of time coming here. I suppose you may be right, though it does seem like the kind of place an evil spirit might haunt. This whole area really, it has an eerie vibe I can't shake. What? You can sense that kind of thing? Oh, no. No, it's just the impression I get from looking around. Never mind then. What now? I doubt it's anything, but I just thought I saw something moving out of the corner of my eye. Same here. Here, could it have been some small animal? Plenty of those around here, no doubt. It would scarcely surprise me to encounter something less natural in a place like this. Hey, knock it off. I'm starting to feel kind of creeped out now. Sorry. Anyway, there's not much we can do here, so let's get going.
Yeah! Yeah!
I'm glad to be back here again.
Agreed. I'm certainly in no hurry to return.
Yeah!
Alright. Well, now that we've done that, whoops. I still haven't finished taking all the photographs I need. I shouldn't be too much longer, so would you mind waiting a bit more? Yep. Alright then, we'll stay here until you've finished up. Okay, I'll try not to keep you waiting too long. Phew, we're finally back in the settlement. Thanks a million for escorting me back here. I really appreciate it. Thanks to you, I was able to photograph the statue to my heart's desire. I'm just glad you've made it back safe and sound. Yeah, let's go tell the Elder. There seems to be quite a commotion over there. What? That's... Looks like there's been an orbital car accident. But why here? Isn't that the gentleman we filled a request for this morning? The very same. That's the settlement's doctor, Emmer. He couldn't have been the one responsible, could he? Never mind that. We need to go take a closer look. Emmer, are you hurt? Gaius, I'm alright. Sorry for worrying you. What happened here? I was on my way back from gathering herbs in the mountain forest to the north, when all of a sudden I just lost control of the vehicle. Was anyone injured? I suffered a few bumps and bruises, but other than that, fortunately not. I'm just relieved that I didn't end up hurting anyone. I'm glad to know your injuries are light, Emmer. Thanks be to the winds and the goddess. Still, how does one lose control of a vehicle in an area as open and free of obstructions as this? Did you simply lose your concentration for a moment? No, of course not. This car is extremely important to all of us here. I wouldn't dream of driving it carelessly. I'm still not sure what caused it. When I was nearing the settlement, the steering wheel started to feel oddly stiff. Fortunately, the brakes were still functional, otherwise I dread to think what might have happened. I see. Elisa? Let's see. Elisa, do you think you can work out what went wrong? Probably. You might say it runs in the family. How could I forget? It stands to reason that the scion of the Reinford group would be quite handy in mechanical matters, even if she does pretend she wants nothing to do with her family anymore. Could you mind your own business? What you say, though, it's not as true as it used to be. They say some professional engineers at the Reinford Company, They have some professional engineers at the Reinford Company who can't even perform basic maintenance work. Wow, standards in higher education must be slipping. When you compare it to the Zeiss Central Factory in Liberl, the Reinford Group is getting far too big for its own good. All those giant vertically structured divisions, each with their own subdivisions. It sounds as though becoming the Empire's largest corporation brought its own share of new issues. So, have you managed to figure out what the problem was? I think so. It looks like there was a contact failure in the quartz circuits near the engine. That's probably why you suddenly had difficulty steering, even though it was fine just before. I see. You think you can repair it? I doubt it. I can diagnose, but I'm no technician. I think we'll need to call a professional to fix it. I suppose that means we'll have to ask someone from Zender Gate. Haha, I'm impressed. Yes, I can see that Thor's military academy has more to be proud of than just its famous founder. Elder Ivan, Dad. I'm sorry it took us so long to get here. I'm relieved to see that Norden made it back safely. Thank you for your assistance. Oh, no trouble at all. It sounds like you've been able to work out the cause of the problem here? That was all thanks to Elisa. It was nothing, really. There is no shame in being proud of your accomplishments. Well, I'm glad we've gotten this squared away. We still have something of a problem. What do you mean? This is the settlement's only vehicle. Having it out of commission is going to make things pretty inconvenient around here. The sooner we can get it fixed, the better. I see. In that case, is there anything we can do to help? Are you sure? This isn't a part of your field study, you know. No, I would respectfully disagree. You've treated us to such great food and shown us such hospitality. I want to do what I can to help. Oh, but actually, repairing the truck is a bit above my skill level. Still, it would be discourteous of us to not at least make an attempt to assist our hosts. Thanks, everyone. If you insist, we'd be more than grateful for any assistance you can provide. If you could bring out someone who could do the repairs, that would be great. That sounds like the best course of action. Should we head to Zender Gate and see if they can spare a mechanic? Actually, I have someone else in mind. Someone far more keen than an army technician for things of this sort. Up near Lake Lacrima in the Northern Highlands lives an elderly man from the Empire. I'm sure he'll be able to fix the truck for us if we ask him. True, the hermit could probably have this fixed in no time at all. That cabin near the lake, we passed by earlier, but it seemed vacant. An old man from the Empire who's more reliable than an army technician? Could it really be him? Elisa? So, you want us to go and call this man for you then? If you'd be so kind. There's no hurry though. If you have other things to do, by all means, do those first. Either way, we'll need to clean up the site of the accident before anything else. Just handle it as you might if it were part of your field study. Will do. Okay, everyone, let's finish up anything we have to do and then head to the cabin at the lake. Lake Lacrima is in the Northern Highlands. We'll need to head north to the Guardian statue, then due northwest from there. We should set out on horseback at once. Alright, so we got Highland Cloth as a reward. Let's ride out to Lake Lacrima and get it going. Yeah. Alright. Well, at least we made it as far as the lake. Is he at home? Well, the boat's at the wharf and the garage door is open, so I'd say it's likely. Excellent. We should go see him at once. Yeah! Seems like there's somebody inside. I suppose it must be the man we came to see then? Yeah, I'll bet he just came back from fishing. For a hermit, he doesn't seem to want for much. So, what are we gonna do? After entering the cabin, the time of day will advance to evening and all the day's field study activities will end. But we've done everything, so we're good. Excuse us, is anyone home? It's open, come on in. Lisa? Excuse us then. Hey, it's good to see you again, sir. Well, if it isn't Gaius, haven't seen you in around, what, half a year now? And little Elisa's here too. Why, I don't think I've seen your face in, must be coming up on 5 years now. Wait, what? Could this be... Grandfather, what are you doing here? Okay. So... Gwyn. Well, that's one way to be introduced, but let me give you a proper welcome. I'm Gwyn Reinford. And I do believe that Blue Wolf is about to give me a positive to story, because he's kind of easy to please that way. And the more I think about it, the more I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give him 2 positives to story. I like when he is awesome. Why are you laughing? Because Elisa is embarrassed because her energetic and awesome grandpa is here. I'm Gwyn Reinford, Elisa's favorite granddad. Pleasure to meet you all, Class 7. Honored to meet you, sir. I'm Reen Schwarzer. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Emma Milstein, Eustace Ella Berea. It's an honor. Promising group of young folks if ever there was. But you've sure done a lot of growing in the last 5 years, Elisa. You're taller and bigger. And it does this old man's heart good to see how easy on the eyes you've become. Grandfather, please! But forget about me. How have you been doing what have you been doing out here all this time? Back when you disappeared from Ruhr, I'd never believed it if someone told me this is where I'd find you. Do you have any idea how worried I've been? Oh, come now, I send you letters a couple of times a year, don't I? And of course I read all the ones you give to Sharon, too. Still, have you been here the whole time these past 5 years? Just about. I don't stay year-round, though. I spend about half the year traveling around the continent, seeing friends or visiting the Empire. I see. Mr. Reinford? Would you mind if I asked you how you know so much about our field study? He does raise an excellent point. It almost seems as though you were expecting us to pay you a visit. Well, it's just a coincidence the truck broke down when it did, but I admit ever since Irina told me you were coming to the Highlands, I figured I'd see you at some point. You still talk to Mother? Yes, indeed, though just the bare minimum. That girl's zeal for her work borders on unhealthy. What did I ever do to turn her into such a workaholic? Elisa? Anyway, we're all done with our coffee, so let's head on over to the settlement and have a look at that truck. Just wait outside a bit while I go grab my tools. Oh, actually, I caught a few good-sized trout. Can I take them over to the settlement when you go? Of course. So that's the former chairman of the Reinford Group. I knew him by name, but he's a far more light-hearted man than I would have guessed. Indeed, he seems so very easygoing. You can say what you really think. You're not going to hurt my feelings or anything. Everybody loves him because he's all laid back and approachable, but mostly he's just capricious and irresponsible. And then, 5 years ago, he just... Elisa? Never mind. Let's get going. As soon as he's ready, we're heading back to the settlement. Alright. Hey, let's wait for him by the garage. Gaius, should we head back to the settlement? Hey Gaius, you're on pretty good terms with my grandfather then? Something like that. We've only known him for a couple of years, but all of us in the settlement owe him a lot, myself included. Ah. Okay, we're good to go. You mind if I ride with one of you? Grandfather? You aren't driving? Nah, the engine's been acting up a bit lately, so I'd rather not. Besides, how could I pass up a chance to get to know my granddaughter's classmates a little better? Reen, right? Got room for one more up there? Why did he have to pick Reen? He'd better not be giving him any funny ideas. I'm sure that isn't the case. I'd feel a bit more at ease if you focused more on the reins, though. How's little Sharon doing these days? I heard she recently started working at your dormitory. That's right, I haven't had too much time to get to know her, but she seems really skilled at what she does. Oh, she is, very much so. But more importantly, she's a real cutie. She always has that lovely, reserved air, but there's a playful side to her, too. Ah, I wish she'd sign on as my personal maid. That'd be the life. Yeah. But that Emma girl is really nice, too. She's got those glasses, that hair you want her to let down. And she's class president material to boot. There's a smoldering homeroom hottie if I've ever saw one. Come on, you know you agree with me. Well, I can't really say that I disagree with you, but... if you don't mind my asking, why did you never tell Elisa you were here? Tell me, Reen, what kind of girl do you see her as? Well... I'd say she's a really hard worker in a great many respects. Oh, I have no doubt of it. She's good-looking, polite, as well-mannered as any noble's daughter, intelligent, and that all comes naturally to her. It's not some persona she forces on herself. Yeah, I'm amazed at how effortless she makes it all seem. And yet... She has a habit of trying to resolve everything without relying on anyone else for support. I'm sure it hasn't escaped the notice of a canny young man like yourself. It does feel like that sometimes, yeah. She's kind, and her sense of duty compels her to always see things through. But she's always keeps everything bottled up, and she never wants to let it on to anyone that she needs help with a problem. I'm Elisa R. from Ruhr. It's not like I'm trying to make a big deal out of it or anything. It's just, if everyone knew, it would make things awkward between us, and I don't want that. I have a feeling the relations between her mother and I caused her to end up that way. Or, to be more specific, the conflict between the two of us. That's why I didn't tell her where I was. But I'll leave it up to her to fill in the details about that. I'm sure that once the two of you are a bit closer, she'll tell you on her own. A bit closer? I have a feeling there's a critical misunderstanding going on here. Oh, is that so? I thought there was a little something going on between you two after seeing your name come up in one of her letters. Well, we did have that unfortunate accident back at the start of the year, but that's all the ill it was. We eventually got it sorted out and nothing's really happened since. An accident, eh? Did you accidentally collide with her on your way to the school, causing her to drop the toast she held between her sweet lips? And as the dust cleared, did the two of you find yourselves sprawled on the ground in an unlikely yet heart-racing position? That's a really oddly specific question. But I don't know what kind of heart-racing position you're... So, something really did happen, didn't it? Now, just tell old Gwyn here all about it. I want every last juicy detail. Grandfather, please. Yeah, she doesn't want me to talk about that, so we're just gonna pretend it never did. Okay? It never happened, okay? Okay.
Hey, isn't that... Ooh, it's those military academy students. I wonder what they're doing all the way out here. Oh well. It looks like things are gonna start getting interesting. Okay, let's get this mission started! Sheesh. Gramps and the others can be so unreasonable sometimes.
I don't know what we'd do without you, Gwyn. Here's to you, my friend. And to you. Come on, Lacan. This booze isn't going to drink itself. Yes, yes. I can still hardly believe it, finding the famous Gwyn Reinford out in the sticks like this. You know him, then? Of course. He seized on the opportunities of the Orbital Revolution to make Reinford the industrial powerhouse it is today, and it's only gotten bigger since his daughter took over. The Reinford Company was originally an arms manufacturer, making their name on firearms and such. They underwent a massive expansion of their lineup and started working on orbital weapons and railway projects. I suppose that's what it must have looked like to the nobility, but the company does business all across the continent, not just domestically. Gwyn has a refreshingly international outlook on for an Erebonian businessman. I see. I knew he was a keen man, but I didn't realize he was that famous. The real mystery is why someone would walk away from that in the first place. Some people say he got ill and had no choice but to stand down, but look at him now. He's the picture of health. So maybe there's some truth to that old rumor after all. Oh? What do you mean? It's just something I heard a long time ago. No real proof of it, and we at the Imperial Chronicle aren't in the business of printing baseless speculation. Elisa? Oof, I think my eyes were bigger than my stomach. I'm going to go get a little bit of fresh air, okay? Alright. Elisa? Reen, Elisa's going out to get some fresh air. Would you mind going and keeping her company? Not at all. But why me? You're the class president and all. You'd make for better company. No, trust me. I think you're definitely the best man for the job. Well, if you say so. Alright, I'll be back in a little while then. This is where I wish there was an auto-advanced text feature. But it's not in this one.
I'm such an idiot. What am I even doing?
Wow, would you look at that view? Amazing, isn't it, Elisa? It's so pretty. Come on, you two. We need to get going. We're running behind schedule. Now, let them have their fun. It's not often you have a day off like this. Why not try to relax for once?
Oh.
Elisa?
Oh, Reen. What are you doing out here? Did you eat too much?
My mouth says no, but my stomach's thinking yes. You doing okay? You seem a bit unsteady there.
Nothing like that. I'm just feeling a little out of it. I'm just going to stay out here for a while and get some fresh air. Then I'll be Whoa! Sorry about that.
See? What did I tell you? We've been riding all day. I'm not surprised you're feeling tired. Riding a horse really takes it out of you.
I guess you're right. Why didn't that occur to me before?
Hey, Elisa. Look up at the sky.
Huh? Oh, wow.
You know, I didn't even notice it last night because we turned in so early.
Welcome back, Neko. You're in time for a really good scene.
But now that we know, if you're out here to get some air, better to take in the starlight than look at the ground, right?
You're right. My father was a technician. 8 years ago, he passed away. My family was never really the same after that. Mother was director of the company back then. She focused all of her energy on making the Rhineford Group even bigger. She used to treasure our family, but after that, it's like she could barely spare a thought for us.
Oh. She did seem like a talented businesswoman when we met her. Well, more than talented to run the Rhineford Group.
What you saw in Ruhr Station was just a watered-down version of her normal intensity.
Ouch.
We'd be able to have dinner together maybe once every 3 months, and that's being generous. But at least I wasn't alone. Grandfather and Sharon were always there for me.
That's how it was, huh? I guess you've known Sharon for a long time then.
Yeah, my mother hired her about 7 years ago. Being a Rhineford and all, I never had many people I could really call friends when I was young. The nobles looked down on me, of course, but the common people treated me like I was different from them, too. At least with my grandfather and Sharon around, I never felt totally alone. Grandfather introduced me to all kinds of different hobbies, like horseback riding and playing the violin. Sharon taught me self-defense and archery, and all the high society etiquette expected of a lady.
God damn it, Laura.
Meanwhile, my mother kept expanding the company completely against the wishes of my grandfather, the chairman.
I see. Though, hasn't Rhineford always been a big industrial company?
Kind of, yeah. Even back then, they took on projects in all fields, from steel mills to railway construction to guns and tanks. It's not surprising there are people out there who like to call the company a merchant of death. I can't say I completely agree with that side of the company, but I've never felt embarrassed or ashamed about it. But a few years ago, the Rhineford Group finally went too far.
What do you mean?
Those 2 railway guns set up in Gorelia Fortress on the eastern edge of the Empire? You know about those, right?
Yeah, I've heard of them. They're supposed to have the longest range of any orbital cannon in the world.
I've only seen their spec sheets, but the destruction they're capable of is terrifying. Erebonia's still fighting with Calvert over Crossbell, and those guns are capable of targeting any point in Crossbell State.
Which leads to a lot of the stuff that happens in Azure.
In just a couple hours, they could wipe Crossbell City and its 500,000 citizens off the map.
Yeah, that is a terrifying thought. Let's be blunt.
No way. That's way beyond being a weapon of war. More like an instrument of massacre.
Yup.
I couldn't agree more. And neither could my grandfather, who supervised their construction. Even though my mother was the one who signed off on the project, my grandfather regretted it like the decision was his. As he was hesitating over whether to hand them over to the Imperial Army, my mother betrayed him.
What?
She went behind his back and secured the support of all of Rhineford's major shareholders. Everyone from Ruhr's ruling lord Marquis Ragnar to the top brass of the Imperial Army was on her side.
Yep.
In the face of such overwhelming pressure from all sides, my grandfather was forced to capitulate.
Yeah.
He stepped down as chairman, and my mother wasted no time taking his place.
Yeah.
That's when my grandfather decided to leave the company entirely. And me. I thought I'd at least have Sharon on my side, but she just did whatever my mother told her to do. It's been 5 years since then already.
Oh. I think I get it now. Why she gets under your skin, I mean. It's not so much what your mother did, but how it ended up tearing your family apart.
I mean, I think it does have something to do with what was actually done, but it was because of the result of it that it sticks in her craw as badly as it does.
Yeah. I couldn't believe my mother would betray her own father. I couldn't believe grandfather would take it without fighting back. I couldn't believe Sharon, who'd always supported me, watched it all happen without a word of protest. It really drove it home to me. How big the Rhineford Group was now, and how small I was. I hated realizing it had become so large that corporate interests were stronger than family ties. Looking back, I guess that's when I decided I'd leave home and enroll in the academy. Even when I ran, I couldn't go far enough to escape my mother's shadow, or the Rhineford name. Then I come here and find my grandfather happily enjoying a whole new life without a care in the world. When I stepped outside, I was feeling so lost, so frustrated, wondering what I'd been doing all this time. But it's kind of strange, you know? I look up at the stars and it feels like I can escape the gravity of everything. I think I'm finally starting to understand why my grandfather chose to leave it all behind and move out here in the first place.
You really are strong, Elisa. Stronger than you realize. You were finally ready to talk about it. About your family and the company and everything. So, maybe you found what you were looking for to move past that, right?
maybe you're right. But I don't think I would have been able to if I hadn't enrolled at the academy. Meeting everyone in Class 7, the lacrosse club, you, I'm a better person for it. Your support has already made a difference. So, thanks. Thanks for worrying about me. And thanks for reminding me to look up, not down.
Anytime. Though, truth be told, I came to check on you because Emma asked me to. Sorry to ruin the moment.
I thought that might be the case. Oh well, there's always next time. It's kind of strange to hear you tell me I'm strong, because I could say the same thing about you. You always seem to get thrust into the role of leader, someone we can count on to keep us on track.
I guess running errands on all my free days is really helping me buckle down. Still, I feel like I've got a long way to go, especially when I keep running from myself.
Huh?
Remember back in Keldic? I said that I came to the academy to find myself. But sometimes, I wonder if maybe I just wanted to get away from my family, from myself.
Oh. Do you not get along well with your family?
Oh, I do. I'm not their real son, but my parents always loved me like I was. My sister and I, we've had our differences, especially lately, but we still get along pretty well. No, the problem's just with me.
Rean. Still, I suppose the fact you were finally ready to talk about it means that maybe you found what you were looking for to move past that, right? Who'd have thought I'd have the chance to feed you your own good advice so soon? I can't believe you can just say things like that with a straight face. Maybe being on the receiving end every now and then will do you some good.
All right, you got me. I admit defeat. But yeah, I guess I'm starting to figure things out in my own way. Maybe enrolling at Thoris was the first thing I'd done right in a long time. I ended up in Class 7, and now all of us are out here like this, spending time together.
Yeah, I like that. I hope the things we learned during our field studies can help us all make a difference in the world. So, wait, all of us?
uh, Do I even need to say anything? just... just... Do I even need to explain why that is one of my favorite scenes? It's a great dive into Rean and Elise's characters both, and it also helps to continue to build upon the relationship without focusing on the romance angle. This still pushes them closer together without shoving in your face. Hey, Ace that the game wants you to make them a couple, as some later scenes will do. But at the same time, I still like this. I still like this scene, and it is, as I say in the document, this is easily a contender for one of my favorite scenes in the entire game. Triple positive to story.
You two were gone so long that we started to get a little worried.
No way! How long have you been listening?
Still, I suppose the fact that you were finally ready to talk about it means that maybe you found what you were looking for to move past that, right?
Stop! Rean, he was the one who said it first. I was just repeating it back to him.
Oh, Lisa, there's nothing to be embarrassed about. Honestly, you touched my heart.
I apologize for eavesdropping on you, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad I did.
How did I end up in the middle of this anyway? Fine, if that's how you want to play it. None of you are getting anything until you hear all your most embarrassing secrets.
What? I don't...
You wish.
Seems like you did well.
Honestly, I feel like she helped me more than I helped her. Hey, guys?
Hmm?
This is a really beautiful place.
Yeah, ain't it?
Lisa can now use the S-Craft Rosetta Arrow.
Ooh, you're moving up in the world. I've got a little reward here for you.
Medal of Vigor. Excellent. Another 26 points, and it'll be the next rank.
Drinks are on me someday.
Uh-huh. Got about an hour and a half. Okay, 02:55 hours. Our shift's almost over. No sign of anything suspicious or anything at all, really. Really, why do we even do this every day? You do know what the point of having a sentry is, right? Oh, hey, you're early. But come on now, you've got to get at where I'm coming from at least a little. I could understand if we were posted near Crossbell, but who's gonna start a war out here in the boondocks? You never know, right? Perhaps the fact that you'd never expected would make it the perfect place to start a war. Besides, Lieutenant General Vander says we need to stay on alert, and he knows the situation better than we do. The Lieutenant General's a great man, yeah. But what are those big shots from the 3rd Armored Division doing stationed in some backwater place like this anyway? You think that the rumor's true? That he got posted here because he wouldn't help the Blood and Iron Chancellor? Chancellor? Yeah, I'd say that's probably pretty likely because Osborn is a bit of a dick. Watch what you say! That kind of idle gossiping is how rumors get wings. Fine. Killjoy. Anyway, you got things covered here? I want to go get some sleep. Got a few minutes left on my shift, but you're here, and hey, who's counting? Honestly. Wait, what was that? What the... What happened? Did they just get shelled? Well, who had the order to attack? No one. I've heard nothing of the sort. Ugh, Zender Gate needs to know about the... What the... No way. Ah! An enemy attack? Like, where's it coming from? No. Oh, adios. Well, this just got serious. Got about an hour and a half, so we'll keep going. Same day, 6:30 a.m. Ah, that was a great meal. I don't think I could eat another bite. After how much we ate yesterday, I'm surprised we were still able to pack away this much food. Well, you're all growing boys and girls, so eat up. Riding takes a lot of energy, so I'd say eating like this is normal after a day out on the plains. Would anyone like more? I should probably refrain. If there's any chicken left, if we can wrap it in bamboo and take it with us. Who knows, we might need something to gnaw on while we're out there today. Hey, okay. Let me help too. I'll pour the leftover tea into some containers for you. Oh, thanks. You really are too kind. And you're our guests. What kind of hosts would we be if we didn't treat you as such? Anyway, here's the grand list of tasks you'll be tending to today. Day 2's assigned tasks. Just the one! Nord Highlands, North Monster. So, a large unknown monster has been seen around the northern part of the Highlands. It must be exterminated at all costs. We do not know the details, and it is in the southwest area of the northern Highlands, near a cliff edge. I figured it couldn't hurt to give you fewer than yesterday. Feel free to take advantage of that extra time to do whatever strikes your fancy. Maybe go off the beaten path a bit. Understood. Thank you again for everything. Do you want to spend some more time with your grandfather today, Elisa? It sounds like you weren't able to spend much time with him yesterday. Gwyn stayed in the Elder's home yesterday, right? I imagine he ought to be up and about soon. We'd have no objection to completing this morning's tasks without you if you wish to spend more time with him. But, Lacan, are you there? Elder? Yes, I'm here. Oh, good morning. Grandfather? Norton? Morning, everyone. Sorry to intrude. Judging by the looks on your faces, it seems not all is well. I'm afraid you're right. We received word from Zender Gate just a short while ago. They say the Imperial Army's watchtower has been attacked. What? It sounds like it all happened in the middle of the night. And that's not the last of it either. I'm gonna AFK briefly. I will be right back. Forgot to unmute. The Cavalier Glare, or military airships. And Aldebaran are in Calvert ships. Yeah, tensions are a little high right now. Airborne Armored Division being sent out first as always, I see. I suppose it's only a matter of time before they give the order to the armored regiments, too. Lieutenant General. Oh, we've confirmed the deaths of 2 of the guards. A further 3 have sustained serious injuries, but we've been able to stabilize their condition. I see. Have the medics see to them, and the second they arrive. Yes, sir. Contact Zendergate. Prepare the 3rd Armored Division for deployment. I want all armored vehicles ready to move before I return. Hey, you sure you don't need us to help? I appreciate your willpower, but we'll be fine. Right, we're used to procedures for moving the settlement in case of an emergency. The same goes for you guys. I assume you'll be heading to Zender Gate to learn more about the current situation from Lieutenant General Vander. Not as a citizen of Nord, but as a student of Thor's military academy. I will. Will you be staying here, Grandfather? I will. I can use the truck, after all. And since I was here anyway, I might as well do what I can to get the settlement ready to move. Alright, please take care of yourself. I'm sorry, Elder Lacan. I feel terrible that I can't help you when you need it most. You have your own job to do. There's no need to worry about us. May the blessing of the winds and the goddess be with you all. Take care. We will. We must make for Zender Gate at once. Indeed, we need to find out as much as we can about what happened. So we can't go to the north right now. So we're gonna head to the south. And I forgot fast travel lets you do that. I'm really sorry to put you guys up to this, as you already helped me out more than enough yesterday. No problem, don't sweat it. This must be the kind of breaking news every press photographer dreams of being on the scene for. Still, it bothers me. How is it possible that both the Imperial and Republican bases were attacked at the same time? Do you think one attacked first and the other swiftly retaliated? No time to think about that right now. We need to hurry. We need to get to Zender Gate as fast as we can. Right. Whoa! Don't ride too roughly. Let's move.
Yeah!
That's one of the Imperial Army's airships.
Where is it?
This situation is looking worse by the minute.
We need to hurry.
Yeah!
I still love the active voice mechanic.
Those are armored cars from the Imperial Army.
Damn, this isn't looking good.
Same day, 10 o'clock. Wow, they made good time. They got there within a half an hour. looks like the Imperial Army's 3rd Armored Division, and it appears they're preparing for deployment. Thanks, everyone. And let me go see if I can get permission to start there taking photographs. I wonder where General Vander could be. We need to find him so he can tell us what's going on here. Here, I suspected you might show up. General Vander. Lieutenant General. Did you have some business to attend to elsewhere, sir? I thought I'd conduct another sweep of the area as a precaution. But never mind that now. You came at the perfect time. A freight train bound for Ruhr departs 30 minutes from now. I want you all on board that train. Finish up your field studies as quickly as you can, and then return to the academy. What? But sir... While things ultimately depend on the actions of the Republican Army, the bottom line is that we may be mere hours from armed conflict with the Calvard Republic. I've already informed everyone in the settlement. Did they not relay the message to you? Be that as it may, we can't just turn tail and pretend none of this is happening. Lieutenant General, have you established which side attacked first? Gaius, that's the central question here. It's still under investigation. You have my assurance that the Imperial Army did not attack. We did not make the first move, nor have we retaliated. However, our army's watchtower was destroyed, and several guards lost their lives. As the officer in charge of Zender Gate, I have a duty to act. So there really were fatalities. Let's presume, for the sake of argument, that the damage sustained by the Republican Army's base was in fact deliberate sabotage by their own forces. How bad was the damage? Several of their facilities suffered major structural damage. Their losses appear to be at minimum equal to ours. Honestly, I'd estimate them to be far greater. But if they suffered even more damage than we did, that doesn't make any sense. I'm afraid we've long since passed the point where leisurely discussing our possibilities was an option. I will do all that I can to avoid full-scale war, but we are prepared for the possibility of armed conflict, and I suspect they are as well. But that just seems so wrong. If that's your opinion, Lieutenant General, will you at least allow me the chance to investigate what happened on my own? Gaius? Investigate? On your own? As I'm sure you're aware, I know the Highlands like the back of my hand, and when someone attempts to threaten the peace of my homeland, I won't rest until I've unearthed the truth behind what's happening. You're serious? We'll do everything we can to help you. I think this falls within the scope of our field study, too. No, wait. This is the people of Nord's problem. There's no reason for you all to stay here and risk me getting caught up in the crossfire. A classmate and friend is staying behind. Isn't that reason enough? I am a son of the House of Alborea. I would never disgrace the honor of my family name by fleeing in the face of danger. Which is funny you mention that, Eustace, because I would argue you have more honor than any other Alborea at all that we ever meet. And I mean that sincerely. Yes, even Rufus, but we'll get into why in Cold Steel 2. Besides, it seems like your people have done a lot for my grandfather. Gaius, do you remember what you said to us back in Heimdall Station? The most important thing is that we are all come back safe and sound. Everything else is secondary. It appears you've lost this one, Gaius. Gaius, the only winner here is Blue Wolf Alex because he gets to add another positive to story. Hell yeah. Lieutenant General, It's currently 10:05. I will permit you until 12:30 to conduct your investigation. I will do everything in my power to postpone any potential conflict until at least then. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Then we haven't a moment to waste. We should begin by visiting the watchtower that was attacked. That sounds like a good place to start. And you better believe that it's easily a +3.
Thank you. Really, I appreciate it more than you know.
It's no big deal, honestly.
I agree with Elisa. We're classmates after all. And more than that, we're friends.
Well, this is clearly of great importance to you.
I know you want to protect your people, but that's not the only reason you're doing this, is it?
You got me. It ties back into why I accepted the Lieutenant General's recommendation and entered the Academy too. I'm sure each of you feels the same about your own homes, but I love this land with all my heart.
And that's why I love you guys.
The wind racing across the highlands, the vast mountain peaks, the clear blue of the sky. The breathtaking beauty of the rising sun, the melancholy of the sunset, the twinkling of the stars in the twilight. I love everything about this land of Nord. It's part of who I am.
Wow. I guess it hadn't sunk in how much Nord means to you.
I'm certainly attached to Ruhr, but
I can't think of anyone else who would state their love for their homeland so poetically.
Over, so let's move this over a few pixels. There. But yeah, no, absolutely plus to this scene too. Love this.
If you love it so much, why did you leave it behind? If you truly love Nord, if Nord is such a part of you, what is it that drove you to enroll in a military academy in a foreign land so far away?
I'm not surprised you'd find it strange. To be honest, I'm still not totally sure what compelled me to do it. Back when I was a kid, the Republican Army built a base in the Eastern Plains, and the Imperial Army responded in kind with their watchtower. It's made me more uneasy with every passing year. Years ago, a traveling priest from the Septian Church taught me all about the history of the continent. One thing that stood out to me was just how many lives have been lost during the conflicts between the major powers. Another major theme was just how profound of an impact the Orbital Revolution had on people's lives. Even the concepts of time and distance have changed so much. In effect, the Orbital Revolution shrunk the world. It made me realize a sad truth, one that kind of scares me even now. That there was no guarantee my homeland could stay at peace forever.
Yeah.
That one day, it might be drawn into outsiders' conflicts and be occupied and redistricted into oblivion.
I can't believe you were thinking about such weighty things even as a kid.
So then, you joined the Academy in order to learn more about the outside world that posed a threat to your homeland?
Yeah, something along those lines. When I realized how afraid I was, I knew I couldn't close my eyes. I wanted to do something, anything, to protect this land. As luck would have it, I met the Lieutenant General. He's the one who told me about Thor's military academy. One thing led to another, he offered me a recommendation, and before I knew it, I took him up on his offer. So there I was, green as grass, heading off to study abroad despite having no clue what life in the Empire was like. Thinking back on how it all came together, what you said is probably what I was thinking back then.
Honestly, I've yet to hear a student offer a more galvanizing reason than yours for enrolling at the academy.
I have to agree. I don't know too many people who love their home so much that they'd leave it behind to find a way to protect it.
It's not a sentiment I can imagine many Erebonians feeling, that's for sure. But I think I finally understand.
Elisa?
Just an idle thought. But having heard Gaius pour his heart out to us, there's no way we can just walk away from this. Not after the people of Nord gave us such a warm welcome and treated us like family.
Love that. I love
Indeed.
that.
I couldn't have asked for more.
Agreed. We'll get to the bottom of what's going on here and stop war from breaking out.
Nord may not be our home, but it's still an important neighbor. I'll do what I can to aid you.
Thanks, all of you. Really, thank you.
Love that scene. That scene is so good. See shell damage everywhere. It's even worse than I feared. They've confirmed casualties too. I didn't think I'd ever have to see anything like this. As students at a military academy, things like this are always within the realm of possibility. Although I hardly expected my first sight of such devastation to be the spark that ignites war with Calvert. This may be too much for students like us to handle. No, we've all been in situations that looked impossible before, haven't we? And every time we've come through, we just have to stay calm and think. I'm sure we can do something here, too. You're right. True, we should focus on doing what we can. Whatever we decide to do, we need to get a better grasp of the situation. Yeah, let's find who's in charge and get the permission to start an investigation. I see. If Lieutenant General Vander has given you his permission, I see no reason to refuse. Thank you. However, I want to make it clear that armed conflict with Calvert could begin at any moment. We've got our hands full staying on guard for any potential threat from the east. I'll permit you to speak with the soldiers here, but don't get in the way of them doing their duties. Understood. Okay, let's get started. We should start by speaking with the soldiers and assessing the damage. That seems wise. Once we gather all the information we need, we can start piecing it together. Right, let's go. Alright, so we've got a lot of investigating to do, so let's get to it. Roan, why did you have to die on me? Zats. He seems pretty down. Can't say I don't understand how he feels, though. It was right when the shifts changed. Roan came out to relieve me, and I was chatting away with him like always. That's when the first shell hit us. It must have been around 3 in the morning. So it started around 3 then. Right in the middle of the night. I was on lookout. I should have noticed something was off, but that explosion completely took me by surprise. I was so sure nothing would even happen out here that when something actually did, I was totally useless. If I'd just paid a bit more attention, if I had been a better soldier, Roan might still be with us now. It's not your fault. None of this could have been predicted and none of us could have predicted that something like this would happen. You can hardly blame yourself for a lack of vigilance after being stationed in a peaceful area like this for so long. They attacked in the dead of night, knowing your guard would be down. I wonder if it really was the Republican armies doing it after all. We need more information before we can say for sure. No, I don't think it was them. There was something else that happened before we came under attack. We heard an explosion coming from the Republican Army's base. When we looked, we saw smoke pouring from it. What? We knew that both sides were attacked, but did both sides really happen around the same? Both attacks really happen around the same time? If that's so, it's unlikely that either army was responsible. Who is responsible then? We should keep this in mind as we piece things together. How's the situation with the Republican Army? Looks like they're really hustling over there. We've confirmed a number of armored vehicles entering and exiting the area. We've heard their base got hit pretty badly too, and even from over here it sure looks that way. The Lieutenant General said that the Republican base got hit at least as hard as the Watchtower, if not harder. But we believe they were responsible for that as well. They need an excuse to attack us, and that sure as hell looks like one. Do you really think it's true? Ooh, that much damage seems awfully excessive. They probably just got overzealous for explosives. Doesn't make much difference either way. If they're brazen enough to attack us, this will blow them back across the border. The soldiers here all seem to have their doubts, but without any hard evidence, we're not going to be able to convince them of anything. We should reconsider the possibility that this was a deliberate act of sabotage by Calvert's forces. Alright, so we got that. Huh? Is this? What's up, Elisa? Is there something unusual about that scrap of metal? I knew it. This is a mortar shell manufactured by the Reinford Company. Are you sure? Yeah, I've seen them before on the assembly line. There are only a couple of models capable of firing this kind of shell. That would suggest that the mortar used to fire it was made by the Reinford Company. But if we assume that's true, it seems much less likely that the Republic was responsible. True. Why would the Republican Army use a weapon made in the Empire? It doesn't make much sense to me. Even if we account for deception, it seems unlikely that Calvert would go this far to conceal their involvement. Though, considering the stakes, we can't entirely rule out the possibility. Still, this might prove to be an important clue to solving this mystery. This is awful. It really is. It looks like they got hit hard. And to think there were casualties. We know the Imperial Army isn't going to sit and twiddle their thumbs after suffering an attack like this. Yes, they have their image to uphold after all. Hey, it looks like most of the damage is concentrated on the south side of the building. You think whoever carried out the attack could have done it from the Highlands? It seems very likely. But where on the plains could they launch an attack line like that from? Well, the Highlands are incredibly vast. We'd need some kind of clue to even know where to start looking. Yeah, hopefully we'll be able to find something here that'll point us in the right direction. I think that's all the info we can gather here. I think so too. Now we need to analyze what we've learned. First, we should establish a good picture of what was happening when the attack occurred. This seems like the best place to start. So first of all, what time did the actual attack on the Watchtower happen? Around 3 a.m. Yes, that was what the guards told us. But that wasn't all that was going on then. That's right, the Republican Army base was also came under attack, and according to the Lieutenant General, they suffered even greater damage than what happened here. I think you can safely discount the possibility that the Republican Army bombed their own forces then. But there's no evidence that the Imperial Army launched an attack either. All we know is that both attacks happened and both sides took heavy damage. However, as Elisa said, we have no evidence to suggest that either side was responsible. If we accept that as fact, then the most likely scenario is that the responsibility lies with another party entirely. So you think a third party is working behind the scenes to provide both countries with into starting a war? Tensions between the Empire and the Republic are always high, but compared to other areas of a similar political value, Nord Highlands have always been peaceful. I can conceive of no other reason either country would have decided to break that peace last night. I agree. If anything, it seems that the negatives would outweigh the positives for both parties. If this were Crossbell, it might be a different story, but here... Now that you mention it, we found something else odd about the attack on the Watchtower, didn't we? Something that seems to point to a third party's involvement. Something odd about the Watchtower? I'll bet she's referring to this. This. It's the area that was damaged, right? Yeah, no, the weapon that was used. You're talking about the mortars used for the attack, right? Exactly. It looks like the orbital mortars they used in the attack were an old Reinford model, and I, for one, find it pretty unlikely that the Republican Army is packing Erebonia-made weapons. Indeed, they have little reason to be, considering the Republic has its own major orbital technology manufacturer, the Verne Company, as I recall. Yeah, the Verne Company is responsible for manufacturing the most of the arms used by the Republican Army. Then there's the fact that the mortar used here is old. The Imperial Army hasn't used this model for years. I've heard that that military surplus sometimes makes its way onto the black market and ends up in the hands of mercenaries. Knowing that, it seems unlikely that either army chose to use it to cover their tracks. Quite. However, there is a far more pressing question we need to answer. What do you mean? I know where you're going. We need to know where the attack was launched from in the first place. That's going to be difficult to determine. But without that vital detail, all our speculations thus far is for naught. If we intend to avert a war, we need more than speculation. We need conclusive evidence. Agreed. But the Highlands are far too vast to just strike out searching blindly, especially with the Lieutenant General's deadline rapidly approaching. Actually, we may not have to start our search blind. If Elisa and Gaius will lend me a hand, I may be able to help. Huh? What do you have in mind? If I can factor the location of the damage together with the speed and trajectory of the mortar shells, then take into account the Highlands winds, I may be able to estimate the area from which the mortar was fired. Or potentially, anyway. Are you serious? It sounds easier said than done. I'll do what I can. Are you familiar with the specifics of the shell that was used? I think so. It's an old model, but I should be able to give you some rough data. That should be plenty. Anyway, let's have another look at those damaged areas and start our calculations. Please, come with me, everyone. Right. Alright, I think I've calculated a rough location. I believe the mortar was fired from a location to the south of here. Using this map as a reference point, that means it was likely launched from somewhere in this area. And according to my calculations, the launch site shouldn't be too far from here. Wow, I can't believe you managed to work that out. That's well beyond the level of mathematics we cover in class. I'll enjoy watching Regnuts really sweat it out trying to best you on our next midterm. It's just a little applied physics. I couldn't have done it without Elisa and Gaius' help. It looks like we've got a nice big piece of the puzzle right here in our hands. Sure seems like it. Let's take off and start looking. Right. Alright, let's start looking for where the mortar was actually fired from. If what Emma calculated is correct, it should have been fired from a point south of the watchtower, and most likely from a point that's easy to overlook, so that it's not found out. Let's see if we can find anywhere that fits that description, and we'll likely need to rely on the map to help us. I wonder if the culprit could still be there. Regardless, we should see what we can find.
Yeah!
And of course it gives us a nice big target, so that's nice.
Yeah!
Oh, would you look at that? We found something interesting. Hey, over there. You found something? That's a rope. What's a rope ladder doing all the way up here? I can hardly believe its presence here. Appear to be mere chance. Do the people of Nord use this area for anything? Not that I've ever known of. This just got that much more suspicious then. Perhaps the mortar was fired from somewhere up there. It definitely seems worth a look. I'm just not sure how we're going to get it up there. Here, we can't reach that rope ladder from down here. I see no way to climb up the cliff face itself either. If you have any suggestions, now would be a fine time. I believe I have an idea. What if we were to make use of Elisa's orbital bow? My bow? How? Well, if you were able to hit the cord that is tying the rope ladder, or perhaps it would unroll itself, allowing us to climb up. I'm glad you think I'm that good of a shot, but I really don't see it working. It was just a thought. Well, it's not like we have any better ideas. Why not give it a try? True enough, and time is one resource we don't have much of right now. Searching for some other manner of tool to pull it down would cost us precious time as well. I can't really argue with that. Alright, here goes nothing. Fire! Wait, what? It actually worked? You seem to have the makings of a great hunter. It seems this is a day for lucky shots. We'll have to start calling her Quitra Lisa. Was I just imagining things, or did that arrow glow for a second? Well, now that we can reach the ladder, why don't we have a look at the top of the cliff? Yeah, let's see what's up there. There! Exactly the smoking gun we were looking for, too. Well, old orbital mortars, old Reinford models, too. And it looks like they've been used recently. This is where they were hiding them. I can see why they chose this place. Because who would think to look here? They must have fled the area after firing them last night, leaving the launchers where they were. But unfortunately, these alone do not furnish enough evidence to avert the war. You're right, unfortunately. If we just had a bit more evidence. Still, this is a solid step forward for our investigation. Perhaps we should return to Zender Gate and let the Lieutenant General know? That sounds like a good idea. Alright, let's go report. There! Isn't that... It's that flying object we saw fleeing from Oryx Fort near Berea Heart. There's no mistaking something that strange, and it looks like it's carrying something. It can't be a coincidence that they'd show up now of all times. They're heading northwest. Eston, we're going after them. Right. Saddle up. So we've got 2 minutes to... And we've got 2 minutes to figure out where the heck it's going.
We can't let them get away!
Right. We need to overtake them.
Crap, you're fast.
Just don't lose sight of them.
Did they touch down near the stone circle?
There's no escape for them now.
Yeah!
Pretty simple if you know where you're going. I definitely saw them land around here. I can sense someone up ahead. Really? Yeah, I'm betting it's that thing we're chasing. Ah, so our quarry is finally within reach. I think it was carrying a young girl. Well, we'll find out what we're dealing with soon enough. AP increased by 1. And if you make it here within the time limit. There they are. She really does look like a child. But what is that silver construct with her? Save the speculation for later. We need to capture them before they escape.
I think that about covers everything. Now, what to do? It'd be easy enough to overpower them, but there's a good chance some of them would get away. But just killing them all seems really cruel, too.
Halt! Stay where you are!
Well, shoot.
Ooh, it's the military academy students.
She knows about us?
How?
Just who are you?
And what's that thing beside you?
So, who are you? Were you involved with the attacks on the Watchtower and the Republican Army's base?
We'd rather not accuse you of a crime you didn't commit. But can you at least tell us who you are and what you're doing here?
Aw, how did I end up being the bad guy? This is gonna make things a bit sticky. Oh, I know what I can do! Everything will go hunky-dory if you guys help me out.
What?
What are you talking about?
But first, I hope you won't mind if I give you a little test, just to be sure you're up to the challenge.
Is that a challenge?
Milliam.
I'm Milliam Orion. And this is Eric Getlin, but you can just call him Lammy for short. Okay, let's get started.
So, we have been challenged by...
Let's get started.
We have been challenged by...
You're mine!
We have been challenged by Milliam.
Uh,
She has got a lot of
Here we go.
HP. She is dangerous. Do not underestimate her.
There!
Okay. Analyzing the enemy's vitals. I've got it.
A mysterious girl gives orders to the silver object puppet with her, overpowering foes with powerful strikes. Thanks. Emma has no chance of off-balancing her, and it's 2 stars because we've
Very well.
used detector on her. Or for everything else.
Go! Leave it to me. They're open! Emma!
Understood. Yeah. Get him!
Ow.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Here we go!
Well, shoot. Yeah, let's use this.
Thank you very much.
Leave it to me.
Alright, let's use that.
Lemmy, Barry, hey!
Go!
Well, shoot. Now she's got a barrier up.
It's
So
my turn.
We'll just get rid of that. Do a little bit more
Leave it to me.
damage.
My turn. Leave it to me.
Okay.
Here! Get him!
Ow.
Won't give up.
Shoot, I am out of points. That's not good. Although I will say this much, this is getting a plus.
It's my turn.
This fight.
Yeah. Hear me.
Thanks.
There we go.
Get him!
Ooh,
Impossible.
that's not good.
Okay. Yeah.
I suppose I should thank you.
Let's actually deal some damage here.
It's my turn. Hear me.
Yeah, let's heal up.
Lemmy, barrier!
Ah, crap. That.
Flames?
Well, shoot. Ah,
Leave it to me.
I forgot about it. I got a little too trigger happy. That's okay. We're gonna do a little bit of damage.
I'll handle this.
Smack.
Yeah.
You are going to use Serene
Hear me.
Blessing. Gaius?
Thank you. Go!
Blow him away!
Oh, fuck. That's
everyone.
not good.
Very well.
Leave it to me. Won't give up. Arcus, activate. Huh.
Get him!
Not yet.
Oops.
Arcus, activate. Yeah. Thanks. My turn. Thank you.
Lemmy!
It's my turn. Take this. Thanks. Here we go.
I suppose I should thank you.
It's my turn.
There. My turn.
Go.
Eat Crystal
Go.
Saber.
Leave it to me.
Ah! No!
Impossible.
Go.
Go down!
Guess I let my guard down.
Okay, it's safe for now.
So yeah, this fight with Millium is getting on Gameplay Plus because hell yeah.
Wow, you guys are pretty tough. Yep, looks like you'll be great for the job, all right.
We've had quite enough of your wild chases and your games.
You were the one who attacked both of those military facilities, weren't you?
Oh, no, that wasn't me. Ugh, what can I say to make you believe me?
Just tell us what you can. Anything you know that might help us find out who was actually responsible.
You said you wanted our help? If helping you would restore peace to the Highlands, we're ready to help out however we can. But you have to talk to us. Help us understand what's happening.
Come on, you two.
I hope you don't come to regret your naivete.
You said your name was Millium, right? We really don't have much time. So could you tell us what it is you want our help with?
Well, what I want you to help me with is capturing the small armed group responsible for attacking the Watchtower and the Republican Army's base.
What did you just say?
You saw those mortars earlier, right? There's a bunch more hidden near the Republican Army's base. I'm guessing it was the same group that set them up at both locations.
Wait.
Do you have any idea who this armed group might be?
Well, I'm not 100% sure or anything, but they look like a bunch of Jaeger dropouts, so I'm guessing they're working for a pretty meaty chunk of Mira. I was on my way to go find out for sure.
Wait, then
You know where they are?
Sure do. They're up in the north of the Highlands. If you promise to help me out, I'd be happy to show you the way. So, how about it?
all right. You have our aid. I'm Reen Schwarzer, Thor's Military Academy, Class 7.
Gaius Wurzel.
I'm Elisa Reinford. It's, nice to meet you.
My name is Emma Milstein. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Eustace Alberea. And just so you know, you still have much to answer for regarding your intrusion into Auroch's fort.
You knew that was us, huh? It'd be super cool if we could just, put that whole thing behind us for the time being.
If we must.
Now.
Nice to meet you all, too. Anyway, what are we just hanging around here for? Let's make for the north of the Highlands.
All right. But I'd like to swing by the settlement first.
Yeah, we should use your telephone to report back to Zendergate about everything we found out so far.
Okay, let's get going then. Oh, yeah. Are you going to be riding on the back of your thing?
Well, I could, but I think I'm gonna ride on the back of your horse instead.
Wait, what?
Whoa! It vanished.
And the way it did so seems familiar somehow.
Come on, are we going or not? Let's go catch us some big bad wannabe Jaegers.
For reasons unknown, she's carrying an Arcus unit and is capable of forming combat links with the other party members. Yeah. Millium. Time for me to dole out some positives for a story positive for Millium. As you might imagine, I am giving Millium 2 pluses. So, yeah. I like Millium. Millium, she's awesome. We're gonna swap Abuses out for her. Can I equip her thing? No, I can't right now. Okay. So we don't get to do those yet. But that's okay.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get moving.
Woohoo! This is amazing!
If you keep squirming around back there, you're gonna fall off.
Yeah.
Speed this up, I don't have that much time. I want to at least get to the settlement. Same day, noon. Is that? Republican Army airship? What's it doing this deep into the Highlands? This is what they call invasive reconnaissance or something like that, right? They basically trespass with just enough force to see what the enemy's up to and how many troops they've got. So that's their aim. Just who are you? Just who are you? It's a secret. Anyway, hey, don't you guys need to get a hold of Zender Gate? She's right. Let's move. Alright. Bro, you're all safe. Toma, I'm so glad to see you're okay. We saw a Republican airship flying overhead. Yeah, it's been circling up there for a while now. Is there really going to be a war? We're doing everything we can to make sure that doesn't happen. We need to hurry and borrow the Elder's telephone. So you have reason to believe that the armed group is hiding in the Northern Highlands? Yeah, seems like that's what's going on. We're currently on our way to investigate. I suppose that all our hopes are pinned on this. Very well, I'm extending your deadline to 1500. Be on your guard. Will do. Oh, please, do whatever you can to postpone any conflict. So, the culprits used to be members of a Jaeger Corps. I've heard the term mentioned before, but I know little of them. Well, they're trouble, that's for sure. Let us handle this. We're not going to let anyone start a war here. It appears that even if I wish to sway you, your mind is already made up. Let me see if I can get this phone to pick up the orbital waves from your Arcus units. Now, you give me a call if anything happens. Thank you, Grandfather. May the winds and the goddess guide you. I'll be praying for your safety. Alright. Hey, let's jam. Okay, we're counting on you to show us the way. Hey, where in the Northern Highlands are they hiding anyway? Oh, I think you probably know the place. You know that huge statue north of here? There's a creepy old ruin around back, and that's where they're holed up. She must be talking about, yeah, that ain't the ancient quarry. Alright. Oh. Oh no, can I not buy items? Oh no. Oh, this is gonna suck if I can't buy items. Okay, I can buy items. Whew! God, don't scare me like that game. Oh, shoot. Well, I don't need defense 1. If I have move 2, I don't need move 1. Alright. That should be enough to buy some more stuff. So that would be enough to give me... That's more arts defense. And some a little bit of attack. Looks like the sturdy leather I would only need 2 of for now. And then we'll go Wind Robe, which we'll give to Emma. And we'll also give one to Elisa, because why not? Rigid Shoes. We'll give to Reen, and we'll do one more, which we'll give to Emma. And then we'll sell the 4 fiber guards and the 3 fiber boots. I think I'll hold off on that then. Okay. Then we'll buy some more rigid shoes. Giving it to Gaius. And we might as well give one to Eustace. Frost shoes, lower defense, but increase speed and agility. I do not want them. Star shoes are pretty much the same thing. Okay. Buy a couple of tier bombs. Okay. I need to speak to... And I need to... This is the Wurzel home. Whoops. Wrong spot. Yeah, I'm not going to have enough time to go deal with the rest of this. So unfortunately, we're going to have to deal with the rest of this tomorrow, sadly enough. Okay, let's go to the Elder's home. Let's just do some exchanging. Let's go 668. 44 there. Three of 28. Maybe 6. 2. 3. Whoa. 6. 20. There. That'll at least give me some more to work with here. And all of Millium's slots are already open. You know what? Let's finish off Elisa's and do that. There. Alright. There. Alright. So now that we've done that, we'll get a quick rest in. Why not? And we need to find Trading Yurt again. That way we can get some more items. Ah, there she is. Alright. We buy 7 more. But I can't buy that many because I need a few reviving bombs. So let's buy 5 of them, and then get as many tier bombs as we can. Just like 3. Ugh, that sucks. Okay. Alright, with that, unfortunately, because of course, which I know for a fact I'd be able to frickin' do this if it wasn't for the shortness of today. I'd be able to finish Chapter 3 today, because literally all we have left is to just go deal with the final bit of this, and that's only like, that should only be like an hour, but, ugh. And especially with the, you know, just under 2 hours that I would have had if this wasn't a short day, yeah. But unfortunately we're going to have to finish Chapter 3 tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, and then dig in bit into Chapter 4, which, oh man, Chapter 4 is going to be a doozy of a chapter, because that's where a lot of big shit goes down. But regardless, I am going to go ahead and chop this off. I hate to do it in such a tense moment, but I kind of got no choice, so let's do our general wrap-up and making sure my HUD is up to date. So, 91 story positives. This was a much more positive heavy session today. I'm very happy about that, leaving us just at the 25 story negatives. Gameplay positives actually went up a little bit. It during this field study, namely with the quest monster Thunder Quaker and the Millium Challenge. So that's good. Good, that brings us up to 67. And yeah, we didn't add any story negatives this session. Or gameplay negatives this session, leaving us at still 23 gameplay negatives, which, yeah, I'm very happy about. All the same, I gotta chop this off, like I said, because I gotta go to work for a short shift today. Wonderful. We'll see how it goes. Let's see how that goes. Those I hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you tomorrow for more Cold Steel 1. Until next time, Blue Wolf Alex of the Lore Walkers signing out. Have a good one.